Sawa sawa. Tumeshukuru sana. Today I wish to report that the matter before the court, which was filed in the year 2009 by Pope Raphael Hadika against the late Pope Romanus Ongombe, has come to an end. As you are quite aware that the matter was scheduled for mention today for purposes of confirmation of whether the parties are ready to proceed with the matter or want to withdraw the same. Both the two camps have to date, that is the advocates of the two camps, that is the advocate for advocate for Raphael Hadika, and myself, the advocate for the late Romanus Ongombe, today agreed to withdraw the two cases which have been pending in court for the last 10 years. That is, there's a case which was filed by the late Romanus Ongombe seeking to be declared the lawful elected Pope of the Legio of African Church Mission. And there's also a case which was filed by the Pope Raphael Hadika against the late Pope Romanus Ongombe, seeking for orders of injunction restraining him from conducting any activities of the Church of the Legion Maria as the Pope of the Legion Maria. By the death of the late Pope Romanus Ongombe, that case, that is civil case number 2, which was previously filed in Kisumu as civil suit number 147, was officially withdrawn today by the advocate of Pope Raphael Hadika. The late Pope's camp elected a new Pope in replacement of Pope Romanus Ongombe. The new Pope was elected on 12th of May. The new Pope who was elected was Pope Lawrence Kalul Ochieng, who is present here. After that election, Raphael Hadika filed a case against the new Pope who was elected after the death of Pope Romanus Ongombe. So that case is what is now pending before the court. That is civil case number 1 of 2020, which was filed through Raphael Hadika's advocate Omonde Kisera. Today is that it is a win-win situation because both parties filed a case against each other and they withdrawn respective cases. But I would say that there's no winner or loser here because this came as a result of the death of the late Pope. There was no determination. Parties just agreed that after the Pope died, the case also died with him. So you cannot say that the other camp won or this camp won. It came by virtue of the death of the Pope. So the court never made a determination so as to say that this camp won, this camp won. It's just the status quo has to be maintained as things were before in view of the election of the new Pope.
What I would like to say after the end of this long case which has dogged the Legion Maria is that since we have a new case where I'm sued, what I would like to say to the entire Christians of Legion Maria is that we should keep peace until it reaches times that this case will be determined and the bona fide or the new Pope will be decided by the court. Is when now we'll know who to rely behind as a leader of Legion Maria. But at the moment, we're still looking forward for the court to help us to determine who's the legitimate Pope. That is what I can say. And what I can add is, since we have corona, a disease which has dogged the whole world, I would like to appeal to our the church members that they should strictly follow what the government wants us to do in order to try to prevent this disease.
Today we were to address court on our positions regarding the pending matters, and those matters have been withdrawn. We had a case against the Ng'ombe camp. They also had a case against the Adika camp. So because of the demise of Mr. Ng'ombe, the two matters have been withdrawn today. But you remember, after the demise of Mr. Ng'ombe, another person called Mr. Lul was installed as Pope. And we have since sued him in a separate suit, which is coming up on 24th of September. Legally speaking, and without being selfish for my client, all the instruments of power are with the Pope Adika. And as far as I know, he is the Pope of Legio Maria Church. And that is why he has contested the illegal enthronement of Mr. Loon, which will be determined in that pending case. But if you asked who has the instruments of power, the registered trustee, the registered officials of the church, with the government and with the relevant officers, that is this camp of Pope Adika.
So as we speak now, as a church and as a leader of this county, I want to all members, all clergies of the Legio Maria to make a peace, to go with our prayers with peace. Yes. Yeah.
Tunashukuru sana.